live.
Hey everyone, y'all jump on and enjoy your ads. All right, we're here today with Miss Gloria and Kathy, and we are going to have some fun today talking about cross stitch. So we'll just jibber jabber a little bit about some things while you all jump on and say hi and leave me some comments, and Heidi will pop up the comments so I can read them. So just so you know, Kaylee's on vacation and we have Heidi running the show today. So she was already in there saying, "Oh, please forgive me." She's going to do just fine, right? Right? Awesome. So what'd you do this weekend or this last week? Weekend's coming up.
Work.
Gloria worked. We played and sewed all week.
Kathy's here at retreat
Uh-huh.
with our social sisters, which is lots of fun. I only stayed late one night.
Yeah.
But I am learning Adobe Illustrator and I am super excited. I just don't want to stop. Like last night about 9:30, I decided I better stop. So I was having fun. I didn't sew last night. That's how excited I was. I'm learning repeating patterns now. So I'm learning how to do the
juxtapose.
Yeah, all that fancy stuff on the computer, which to let you know, at least little secret, I flunked out last year. So I am taking it for the second year, and I'm considered an alumni, which is kind of not really alumni because I really didn't do much last year, but I am determined.
You're a non-traditional student.
Yes, most definitely. But this year, I literally every morning I dedicate hours to learning it, and I'm not letting anybody derail me. I'm putting up my boundaries.
Yes. I remember the first time I did that repeat, I hit the button and it did it. I was like, oh my God, I was so excited. I had little bunnies and they were all running all over the place. It was great. So it is fun.
Yes. All right. So what do we got for some comments? Hi from sunny North Carolina. Yeah, we're a little jealous. We're trying to do spring here. We got our ankles exposed, but it's still kind of chilly.
It is.
So enjoyed my visit to Primitive Gatherings last Saturday. I thought that said Tulip Pink, but it says Tina Plunk. Oh yeah. Hello from Arizona. Yes, my grandsons are there right now. I want to be there too. That's wonderful. You can do so many things. Hi from Happy Holiday, Florida. Is that a town? Holiday?
Yes, it is.
Would Adobe be good for us to learn? What did that say that? It was, well, just so you know, Adobe Illustrator is like learning a language. It's that complicated. And that's pretty much why I flunked out last year, because I didn't devote enough time, because once you learn something, you have to keep using it. So if 2 or 3 days would go by, I would have to go back and figure out what I learned first. And then to go forward, then, if you're not doing it every day. So if you got time, yeah, anybody that wants to learn surface pattern design. So I'll be able to make wallpaper or books, like notebook covers or t-shirts or anything that I can use, stickers, fabric. Yes, I already do fabric, but I probably won't change the way I do fabric. But there's so many other things to do and learn.
Yeah.
But
it's fun.
Yeah, it is.
And hard.
Yeah. But very rewarding once you get the hang of it. You literally do little happy dances when you figure something out. Yeah. All right. So today we are going to talk about cross stitch. And then at the end, we are going to do a little comment sold question and answer. So if you have any questions about comment sold, which we are going to do about 15-20 minutes after this session, we're going to answer some questions before we log off today, if you have any questions, because we think we got most of it figured out right now, Jess, right?
Yeah.
So we should be able to help you with that. We did notice that a lot of people who are in our group are not fully confirmed. So you might be one of those. And we did notice, or we were told that even if you have done comment sold again, you still have to register for each shop. We thought once you were on comment sold, you're good. But no, you have to register to Primitive Gatherings comment sold, right? Yeah. All right. So just to let you know, before we have some prizes, and you may or may not know what these are. I had no clue. Here, I'm going to go in front of Kathy's shirt. All right. You had no clue what these are, but you're going to learn in a little bit. So we're going to give these away. We're going to give away some cross stitch needles today, some fine ones and some standard ones. And then, of course, Heidi's going to beef these up a little bit. And then we have this project tote from Goose. Denise made this for us to give away. If you do not know what these are, we're going to talk about these a lot too. But Denise's site is on Etsy, and it's called Goose Design. So look for her there, and we're going to show you what those are for, right? You have some of those already?
Yep.
Okay, so those are our prizes for today. Please comment, and the girls will be picking winners from the comment sections. All right, where do you want to start?
Well, let's start with the most exciting thing. We have products.
Yes.
Yay! We have linen in, and we have patterns. We have a lot more patterns coming in.
Patterns, or what are they called?
They're charts. Sorry.
Okay. I was told they're called charts.
I
so
got to get in the right lingo.
I'm going to
charts.
make sure everybody's got the right lingo.
Yeah. And Vicki said patterns the other day. I went, no, they're charts.
They're charts.
She goes, I'm trying. It's hard. And we started out with just a small number just to see, what we like, how we're going to grow. And if you have specific designers that you really, really like and are popular, you need to let us know so we can order them.
Yeah.
Because it's just like fabric. There's 1 million designers, and there's 3 million designers of cross stitch. So, and just because there's patterns ordered that I like doesn't mean they're necessarily what you like. So we have to make sure we get everything in the gambit. But and then we're going to talk about patterns that we got in, and the linen, and some camps.
Charts.
Yeah, here we go again. We need to put $1 in the jar for every time we say that. But before we get started, I want to make sure that you all remember that Lori is coming from La Di Da, and she's going to be here in June, the 8th through the 10th.
That's going to be pretty soon.
Yes, and we do have space available both for lodging and for day students. And it's very, very reasonable. She sent me an email the other day, and she said she's working on our project. And
So exclusively designed project?
Exclusively for us.
Oh, nice.
And she said that it's going to have a fall theme, and it may be a little bit Halloweenish. She's not sure yet. But
I like Halloween.
Yeah.
If you don't want that to be Halloween, you just don't put the faces on the pumpkins.
Right. And the cost is, if you lodge, it's $250 for the class, and if you're a day student, it's $300 to help pay for the lunches and stuff. But and she's very excited about coming. She lives in Racine, Wisconsin. So she's
so
local.
the 8th, the 9th, and the 10th, all 3 days?
Yes, it's 3 days
For $250 or $300?
Yeah.
Okay.
And that
good.
includes the project and
That
everything,
includes
right?
the project
And the
I hope-
chart?
Yeah,
Chart?
everything's included. Plus, she's bringing a great trunk show with her, with patterns and all that. So, and I love her stuff. She
Cool.
specializes in her history anyway, is specializing in reproducing children's samplers.
Oh, nice.
They're really cute
Like-
ones. Like I hated doing.
I
this.
hated every minute of this.
Yeah, and if you go on her website and her Etsy shop, she just has hundreds of designs, and we have some of them here, but they're really, really cute. So
Yeah, so we all need something to do or something to look forward to. So this would be if you are a diehard cross stitcher, or maybe you want to be, or that's probably might be the best place to get the bug when you're surrounded by tons of cross stitchers. And that's usually when the frenzy starts, right? When you're all together and you see all the cool stuff.
well, a lot of the girls are going, I used to do that 30 years ago. I said, well, you better buckle your shoes up.
It has. I did it like 35 years ago too in high school. Yeah,
Yeah.
and remember all that outline stitching and
Yeah.
oh yeah.
They don't do that too much.
No,
anymore.
I know. That's what's exciting about it,
I
because
know.
you get done with the whole thing and then you had to go outline it all.
And now they have wonderful lights and magnifiers. Everybody goes, I can't see. Well, all right, here's me. I wear my glasses, I wear readers, and I look through a magnifier.
Yeah.
I have 6.
You got your get up here?
I don't. I
Oh,
didn't bring it
I have
today.
6 different ways that I look. You should see her.
Yeah.
She looks like she's
Well-
going in a coal mine.
No, she's just like surgical.
Yeah.
Yeah, surgical.
You do what you have to, so
That's
you can
right.
see it.
Yes, because this
But-
stuff is little.
But Kathy is in charge of our cross stitch group club that we have at the gathering. And we're ready for more people. We want to fill that whole room up. And she's really good about coming up with different projects, different challenges. She shows you how to finish things, because from what I hear, everybody does their projects and they never finish their work. or they have to pay to have it finished, and that can be a little pricey.
Yeah, Kathy has some really good ideas on how to
Yeah.
finish stuff. And there's some tutorials out there on our YouTube on some of those already.
And one of the things that we thought would
Woohoo!
be fun is
We got is that a super chat?
Yay.
And it doesn't say your name.
Kathy Brock.
Oh, right there.
Kathy,
Kathy Brock.
yay!
You're awesome. Yay.
One of the things Kathy and I like to do is we like to finish projects, not framed, but differently.
Yeah, different things like
So
put it on a box.
yeah,
So this is like the sort of thing we learn at Cross Stitch Club. How to finish up your project and attach it to something, or make a little needle pin cushion out of it, or whatever, or a little flat fold, or put it in some kind of a little frame.
This is what I'm going to be doing today, people.
So when you come to Cross Stitch Club, if you bring your project that you want to finish and your ideas, your box or your frame or whatever, then we come up with some ideas on how to finish it for you. And you can do that there, and then everybody watches, and we all know how to do it then.
Yeah, so you have help, and
yep.
Yeah,
that's all you
and
need
lots
sometimes.
of ideas.
People who know what they're doing, right?
Plus, we're going to have a little area down in the store with the cross stitch with cute little odd things that you can finish projects on. You go, oh, that would really be cute. So, and those things are fun for us to dig through the antique stores and find.
I have a lot of them for pin cushions.
I know you do. Lots of them.
I know. I should just start bringing them in, right?
I know. I saw one, the white milk glass where it used to be candy dishes, and it has the holes, and you put the scissors
A
in.
couple of those too.
A lady finished the inside with cross stitch. Adorable.
Yeah.
So now I'm on the hunt for those things.
I got 2 of them.
Good.
Okay.
And then her little box that she had there, one of the things that we thought we would do for in the future is to do a challenge for a cross stitch group
Right.
where you design whatever you want and you put it on a lid or whatever. And it's going to be called Put a Lid on It.
Put a lid on it. That's cute.
And then our cross stitch group now, next week, we're going to start talking about making our own samplers for our family. So that's one thing I've always wanted
Did you
to
have
do.
that book here?
No, I didn't bring it.
You didn't bring that new one?
No. So we're going to go through that, and we're going to design our own samplers for our family that we could give away on and on and on.
Yep. If you want to, if you just want to come and stitch, that's good
Yeah.
too.
The first thing I put on mine was a crown
Okay.
because our
crown?
queen died
Oh.
this year. Just things for memorabilia. But
Okay.
it'll be fun to learn what everybody wants to put on there. So
And our
And-
next meeting is April 13th, right? I think it's next Thursday.
okay. I don't remember. There's too many dates in my
Yeah.
head on that 9-page
We'll be
calendar.
talking about it again.
Yeah, look on the gatherings page, but I think it's the 13th.
But as far as threads go, so far, there's been a challenge on what thread to bring in because there's so many good ones. So we started out with weeks because most of the charts
Very good.
Charts.
have weeks, and we have a chart downstairs that tells you how to switch your weeks from your DMC or your DMC to your weeks, which all cross stitch stores have those. We do want to try to get in DMC because we use that a lot with our punch needle also. And when you use a lot of thread on punch needle, it is more cost effective for you to use DMC mixed with this.
But yeah, those work good too, though.
Oh, they're perfect.
Yeah, especially if you're doing 6-stranded.
Yes.
I love 6-stranded punch needle.
And we have every color of weeks.
Every color. So just FYI, if you're interested in the weeks, they are a lot of things that we're going to talk about today are under new items, but the threads are under threads, and they have their own category for the weeks dye works threads. So there are 2 spots. New items will show you all the charts and the linens and all that kind of stuff that we're going to talk about, but the thread is under the thread button, and they have its own little icon that says weeks dye works. So that's where you're going to find the weeks threads if you need those.
Yep.
Okay.
And
I
then-
think you should order one of every one.
Yeah.
Did we put that on our website yet, Jess?
No.
That's what I want. I want one button to order one of every one, and then you have them.
And then when you want to order one of every one of DMC, then you got like 500 some.
Yeah, I mean, hey, maybe there would be even a deal if you ordered all of them.
That's true.
We'll be working on that, I promise.
Why don't you talk about these? Because you
Okay.
are a guru on these
Okay.
little puppies.
These are Primitive Gatherings unique floss drops. And what you do then is you put your thread through here. And then when you want to thread, you can just pull out one at a time. You don't have to unwrap the whole thing, pull threads apart, rewrap it and all that. It has a little heart here to put your extra unused threads on that you have left over from what you're doing. And then it's got a little place here that you can put your DMC label on so you can keep track of what color you have.
All
So
right.
these are great. I
So-
love using floss drops. I'm switching everything over from bobbins to floss drops.
Mhm.
It also leaves it so that your thread doesn't get kinks in it from when you've wrapped it around a
And I
bobbin.
didn't know this, but you cut your floss and then you put it on here. You don't
Right.
try to wind it on there as one long skein. So these are like 18 inches and then put on there. So she can easily just pull off the length that she needs already pre-cut. So a place for your number. I don't know if Heidi's getting that good. Yeah. And then these have Primitive Gatherings on one of them, but then the rest of them are plain. And these are only $12 for how many are on here? 12?
10, I think.
10.
And
Okay.
another thing too is since Weeks comes with a card tag, they're designed so that you can write on them with a magic marker the number of weeks because this doesn't curl around the little
Could you
part.
glue it on?
You probably
You
could.
could.
Yeah.
'Cause
Weeks,
it's
you
just-
usually use the color name as opposed to a number.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we have them. They're downstairs in alphabetic order.
Okay.
Which is
That
good
was the
because
issue. Are we alpha or are we numeric?
right.
We went alpha.
When you look at a chart, it'll say, choose clockwork
Yeah.
and blue and whatever,
Right.
as opposed to a number. DMC goes by numbers.
And then the awesome
Okay.
linen that we got, our first order of linen is from Weeks.
We have great colors that are perfect for samplers. And we cut them all into fat quarters. So the fat quarter from Weeks is about 19 by 26 inches. So it's a great size to do a really big sampler.
And what's the best part about our linen?
We serged around every piece.
Right.
I was
My
like,
serger got a workout.
yes.
And we have 30 count, 32, 35, 36, and 40. And each color comes in each count. So just to give you an idea of a few of the colors, we didn't bring all of them up, but this one is gray. And this is parchment and angel hair and aspen
I like aspen.
Mhm.
and linen. And linen is the color name. This is all linen.
Yeah, this is gorgeous. I might have to do one for the lake house.
Uh-huh.
I love
So-
that asprin is like that greeny
Mhm.
kind of.
Yeah, it's gray,
beige
greeny,
kind of color.
like really like grage. Like
Yeah.
yeah, like beige and gray together.
I can share with you though that we have the color swatches for all of their linen.
Okay.
So if anybody's looking for a specific color or
We could send it
count,
to them.
we can order it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And any of these would be great if we're doing our family samplers or
Yes.
our life samplers or whatever.
Do you really think I can do that?
What, a sampler? Sure.
Okay.
Ye who's the master of the needle.
Yeah,
Well, but I've never worked on linen.
that's okay.
All
We
right.
can teach you.
We have Aida.
We do have Ada. If
Okay.
you don't
I
want
know- I know how to work that
if
one.
you don't want to work on linen, we're going to have Ada too. And so far we just have ivory and gray in 14 count, but we'll be adding to that. And then we're also going to get in even weave.
So we serge these as well.
We've searched everything.
Yeah.
Okay. And what did you say about even weave?
We're going to get some of that in Lugana and Joblin and some of those things. So Gloria and I are going to talk about what to order there.
And then I'm going to take some of these home and overdye them.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right. So you have to buy it so we can continue to carry it.
Right.
All right.
Okay.
All
And then
right.
we've got a lot of, we want to talk about charts or we want to talk about all the fun
Let's
stuff?
do all the
I
notions
have a quick
first.
question though.
Yeah.
What is the difference between Aida and linen?
Okay.
Well, it's how they're woven, basically. Linen is, do you want to show that
Yeah.
on the
I mean,
thing?
linen is
Well,
linen.
yeah.
The fabric linen.
If you want to show it closer.
Close up.
Yeah.
All right. So they're woven, but that's not like there's like obvious like holes like Aida, right? I mean,
Right.
you have to count the threads that you're going over.
But there's a really easy trick to figuring out where to start on linen, and then once you see where to start, it won't be a problem for you. Yeah, that's
This
great.
is my favorite one right there.
Linen does have uneven threads sometimes,
But that's the beauty of it,
But
right?
it's the beauty of it, and that's what makes it look old and antique. So if you're doing something like a family sampler, linen is great because it looks old.
It looks
already.
right.
And
Because
then,
they didn't have cross stitch stuff back in the day. They were
No,
just
they
right,
linen.
they use linen, yeah. And so Aida is woven so that it's kind of already made in squares. So it's a little easier to use, especially for beginners.
It's great for beginners.
So that's the real difference.
Yeah.
And then even weave is the third thing, and it's more like linen, but it's even. It doesn't have the thick and thin threads.
no slubs.
No slubs.
Okay.
So talk about the good stuff.
Yep.
Yeah.
Talk about the rest.
I use a hoop. Not everybody does. Some people use Q-snap. Some people use frames. Some people just stitch in hand.
I stitch in hand.
I like these Morgan hoops, and they've come out with this. Well, it's new to me. I don't know if this is new. I got one of these for punch needle, and I think it would be great for cross stitch too, because then you could sit it in your lap and stitch like this. You don't have to hold the hoop up here. So this is called a Morgan lap stand, and it comes in a couple different size combinations. This one is 7 and 10. And then I think we had some other sizes down there too.
Right. Now, how do these differ from the old wooden embroidery?
Can we take it
hoops?
apart?
Sure.
These are called no-slip hoops. And the reason they're called that is they have like a ridge here and a lip.
A male and a female.
lip.
Right. Yeah.
A lip
Lip
on the
and a
inside
ridge.
and a groove or a gouge on the outside.
So when you put your linen in, it holds it nice and tight.
Is that good? Can you see it?
And the tighter it is, the better it is to see the holes in the linen.
Yeah.
So your fabric's not slipping all over.
Right.
Right.
So to hoop it, I don't hoop mine really, really tight because I use a sewing method, which means all my stitching is done from the top. Some people do stab down and poke up, and that's fine too. You just have to figure out what works for you.
Yeah, you have to go hang out with the professionals to figure out what works for them, and then you see if it works for you.
I would put it about like that. So I've got some play in this. You can see how, and then I would just tighten this, and then it'll stay that way. And that's great
nice.
for. So anyway, I thought this was a good idea too. So that's the Morgan lap stand.
And one here, let me show you.
And if you punch needle, this is really fantastic.
for sure.
I found out because it keeps it nice and tight, and then you can just sit here and keep your punch up here, and it's at the right level. You don't have to be holding on to something.
And one of the girls that was one of my instructors, she had us work on ours like this because this little guy grabs your thread.
Oh, so it's protected.
So she works like this, so it's covered up with the fabric. So as you turn and work on your piece, your thread doesn't get caught on this. So
See, my secret hint on that is I keep
your hand.
right there.
Yeah.
I put that on when I put the hoop on. I make sure that this ends up where I would be holding it.
Yeah.
So that my hand is always covering that anyway.
Plus it's easier on you don't get it cramping your thumb.
Right,
that's true.
because it's got like a handle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right,
So
I'll put it up here.
that's that.
Those things are awesome.
Beeman reeds.
Oh,
We
best.
all have these and love these.
I have
And
three.
and if you can't see your cross stitch, you just need to figure out what combination of lights and magnifiers and whatever works for you.
yes, but go to the eye doctor every year.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
if you have a problem, get it fixed right away.
This
We won't
cataract.
go into detail.
Don't just think, well, I'm probably getting cataracts.
Well, because Gloria's like, how can you read that? I'm like, because I just got new glasses and I
Yeah.
can read that.
And I had to go get cataract surgery. So she's after
And I've
us.
already done a whole bunch of stuff, so we won't go into that. But
Yeah.
now I can see again. Another thing that is really great are these footstools that Scotty makes, and they flip down so that you can take them to class, and then you just flip it up. It's really loud. And then you've got a nice little footstool, so you can kind of keep your feet at an angle and get your lap up a little higher.
While you're stitching. Oh, yay! We got another super chat from
And then
Frenzy.
this.
The Frenzy has begun. Thanks for all the inspiration. Thank you. All right, so look at this cool stool, so it's at an angle. And then it's great for traveling. When you need to go to stitching, you just pull this up and it folds right down.
And our last rug hooking retreat, we made covers for those.
Yes, so we made a cute little cover for the front of that. Let's
We
see
could
how it
make little
stores
cross
flat.
stitch covers too.
Yes.
And you can put that right in your project case to go.
And
This one's going home with me, so don't put it
Okay.
too far
And
away.
these right here, Lisa taught this at one of our retreats. This is a lap pillow for stitching. And under his wing is where you keep your little needles. But this guy is a lifesaver
I love my stitching pillow.
because you put it on your lap and it's just the right size so that your arms rest on it. It brings your work up to you and then you don't get this terrible crook in your neck.
Yeah.
It's wonderful.
Right, and then show them more of the other things. Spot for to put your
Your
scissors.
scissors go in here. Look at these little scissors. Ain't these cute?
You got a little
Yeah,
They
so
slide right down in
thing
there.
on
And
your,
then-
under your wing.
I call it a travel pillow, one, because when you're going someplace, you always need that. And then you can put your project in the back too, in the zipper.
Yeah.
So you can house your thread and your project right inside that pillow.
Awesome.
Yes. Because I've already lost a project on an airplane.
Yeah.
A punch needle one.
And you don't want to lose your needles because they'll roll all the
Right.
way to the front of the airplane. The other day I was on it, the guy, something kept going like this.
Yeah.
And somebody had lost a spool of thread and they just kept passing it back until finally some lady hollers, "Thank you." That was cute.
That would be me.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then our cute little zipper things.
Little zipper pouches
Primitive gathering.
with primitive gatherings on them.
Yeah.
So if you want a smaller version, these are great. And then a little larger is dot dot goose ones.
Yeah.
So
So,
you
because I
definitely-
guess when you become a cross stitcher, a full-fledged,
Right.
full-blown cross stitcher, what do you do with these?
You buy one for every project that you've started, and you get all these cute prints. Like this one is kind of Americana, 4th of July,
Teresa Kogut.
Teresa Kogut,
Uh,
she's coming. Yeah.
patriotic fabric. So you would put your 4th of July patriotic stitch in this, and then you'd get Christmas prints for your Christmas ones and Halloween prints for your Halloween ones.
All
So
about the stuff.
it is all about the stuff,
And then you just file them in this cute little box and go, what do I want to stitch on today? Shout out to my friend Sally Malley, who has lots of projects. Sally.
Yes.
She told me about that one day.
And then Primitive Gatherings has cross stitch needles, fine and standard is the two sizes.
So what would you use the fine on that 47 count or whatever that
right,
is?
40. Yeah, 40. I'd use fine on probably 35 and up,
Yeah.
and then use a standard on 32 and down.
And your
But it
Aidas?
kind of, and the standard on your 14 Aida for sure. You kind of just have to test it out on the fabric and see what goes through. You want it to go through the holes easily, but not make the hole a lot bigger.
Okay.
So that's
Especially on
really
that
your
linen,
key.
probably, huh?
Yeah. So like on your 40 count, you want to find so that it doesn't create a bigger hole in your linen.
Okay.
So we got that, and then we've got charts.
All
Should we
right.
talk about that?
So we're going to go through the charts. Let's take a little break here for a minute once. We got a couple questions. All right, good ladies. I got to interview you.
Okay.
How do you know how many threads to use on linen?
The pattern should tell you.
Oh,
Or the chart. Dollar.
the chart does generally tell you, and it's kind of what you like especially on 30 and 32 count, it's a toss up whether you use one or two threads. And then when you get more, like 35 and 36
So
count,
you do
again,
a couple stitches and see if it looks good.
Mhm.
Okay.
Is it too
Trial and
crowded?
error.
Is it
Imagine
too-
that, just like
Right.
your embroidery stitches.
'cause some of it looks too crowded. Some of it
Okay.
looks too sparse.
I usually use one on like 35 and up, and two on less than that. But it kind of depends. This is fairly tightly woven, so you might only want one. Another thread that's really good to use is that sulky 12 weight thread that
Okay.
you have on spools downstairs, and that you just use one thread.
Okay. All right. If you were to recommend one magnifier, what would you choose?
I got mine.
Go ahead.
It's the same one you use.
That Mag Eyes.
Yes.
It's called Mag Eyes, and it looks as dorky as can be, but that's okay. It works.
Hey, nobody's looking at you when you're at home.
It
You look like a welder.
Yeah, it fits over your head like it's got it like a plastic headband, and then you
a
flip.
surgeon, not a
Yeah,
welder.
flip,
Okay,
flip,
sir.
flip the
I like
thing down.
welders.
Kind of similar.
Yeah, you just flip the thing down, and so then you can wear your glasses or not, depending, and then you look through the magnifier part.
Okay. So
Yeah.
did you get that?
It's called Mag Eyes, MAG-EYES.
Okay.
The other
And
one that
we're
I
gonna
like
carry
though,
'em
is
here.
the
Yeah.
daylight.
Oh.
It's on the table, and it's a light and a magnifier, and it tips towards you, pulls towards you.
So daylight, like the company, like my
yes.
yeah.
Plus, once
light
you get it
boxes?
charged, it's battery.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So if you want to move to a couch and there's no plug, you can take it with you. I really like that one.
Okay.
A lot of the ladies at the Cross Stitch Club have
Yeah.
those
Yeah.
daylight. I think they're called Halo Goes, aren't
Okay. I don't know. They're great though.
Do you take your project out of the hoop when you are done for the day? Be
That-
truthful.
they? I never do, but you should.
I don't
It's kind of
use-
like
See, I told you.
I don't use a hoop, but they say you're supposed to.
you should really to relax the tension.
But she doesn't.
But I
Okay?
don't, and
But she
you know,
doesn't.
it's kind of like, do you label all your quilts?
Uh-huh. I write my name somewhere.
Right. No,
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 but-
you really should, because then you won't get the, we can probably take this out now, and I bet there's kind of a dent where the hoop went, so you can kind of see. Yeah.
So yeah, so
So
if,
you can
if it
kinda
doesn't
see-
sit in there for a long time,
Yeah.
you're not gonna. It's not gonna be so hard to get out
right.
when you have to
Yeah.
press it.
You really don't want to leave your needle stuck.
So
in it, though.
just from nowadays, like when you are all done with your project, do you like steam it on a like fluffy towel to get all that out now? Kind of the same thing.
Right. I put it face down on a towel, and usually on my wool mat too.
Okay.
And then a towel on that, and then just press it from the back. I try not to steam it a whole lot
Okay.
because the threads are color fast usually, but they're
Okay.
hand dyed,
Okay.
So
Yes.
I don't want to test that theory.
Mhm.
Right. Okay.
It's kind of like when you're finished with the wool rug. It's the same process.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
Put a towel over it.
All right.
Press it.
Okay. Great
Okay.
questions.
Any other
A
questions?
couple more. When you have a whole row, like a long row of one color, do you do the whole row and then come back, or do you do sections?
I would do the whole row and come back if it's one color, but it's personal preference. Some people make one X at a time. I make half the X across the row and then the other half coming back.
Mhm.
But
Is
you
that
know,
nicer on the back that way, or doesn't it matter?
Faster.
It doesn't matter. It's faster.
Yeah, I would think it's
Yeah.
faster because then you get that rhythm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's probably not
It's
as,
muscle memory too, right?
Yeah.
Because it's
a
just
little
like
bit.
cross stitching over, or when I do the cross stitch
Mhm.
over the leaves, I do one half.
It's kind of like you
Or
don't even have to
stems.
count. You automatically know where the needle's going to
Yeah.
go.
Right.
And I love charts like that, where you can go across like 40 stitches and then it's that way. So you don't have to keep counting.
Do you have
just
to
know.
count them, or do they tell you how, on the chart?
They tell you on the chart. Charts are really good about, let's just look at one real quick.
Oh, I
without-
see.
See,
the grid.
they've got little, we don't want to show a whole lot here.
I'd make that one right there.
Yeah.
I love that
Well, these are all cute, but see how there are numbers. You want to show
Okay.
that?
Yeah.
There are numbers across the top and the side of the chart.
So this is every 10
Yeah.
count. So 10, 20, 30, 40. So that's how they go.
So it's real easy to figure out on the chart how many stitches you're going to do on something
Okay.
like that.
And the lady that taught me how to cross stitch, she, of course, she shows you where to start, but she also took some thread so that when I was learning, and she put a little stitch every 10 threads so that I kind of had a better idea of where I was on the chart, because that's the confusing part. It's where am I?
Yeah.
And then we use the
And-
rulers and all that.
And
too.
you can do that if you want to on Aida or linen. You can grid it yourself.
Yeah.
Just you're just basically putting a basting stitch every 10
Yeah.
10 threads.
Okay, so this book is really cool.
It
There's a
is.
lot of cool designs in here, but where are the pictures of these?
Probably on, I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe on her website, probably.
Maybe, huh? Maybe she
Maybe,
saved
yeah.
space by doing that?
Maybe.
Because it says it's her 15 years of needlework. So I'll show you this one. So
I
this
think
is,
it's probably a conglomerate of other ones into one book.
Mhm.
oh, here, I got to get rid of that. There we go, right?
Lower, a little bit lower.
All right. So this is a compilation of 15 years of cross stitch charts by Teresa Kogert. And there's a lot of cool ones in there, but I can't show you them because that's just what you don't do. But she must have put her most popular ones in here. Or
I'm
something to
thinking
celebrate.
so. We have some great books from Teresa. Let me just show you a few of them here.
Yeah, let's do the books first.
Okay, this one is Let Love Rain, and this is blue samplers, blue and brown. They're beautiful.
These are her most popular new books.
And this one's called Gather. We need to make some of those for the gathering.
This is beautiful.
And then this one is a new Halloween book. And one of the things that I love about her patterns especially is that you could just take one little section of that front. You don't have to make the entire sampler if you don't want to. You could just make the
pumpkin.
the
Yeah.
pumpkin into a pin cushion or put it on a towel.
And this
or
one
something
looks like
that.
it's really beginner friendly. Like it's like really easy.
All of her designs are really well charted and nice big symbols. So they're really great to be able to see the chart.
And you know what I love about her is she's been designing cross stitch for years and years.
Yeah, 15
She
years.
just started cross stitching in 21, and now she can't stop. And now
Isn't that
she's
funny?
designing all these wonderful.
And this one is called For
Samplers.
the Love of Nature. And this would be great, for our little sampler that we're designing. You could start with something like that and just add to it,
Mhm.
or change some of the little motifs into your own thing.
I love the deer.
This one's my favorite. This is a Land That I Love. This is her patriotic one. And that would go great with all her new patriotic fabric too. We're not gonna
Yeah,
show
so
this.
Teresa
Okay.
also designs fabric for Riley Blake.
And we have that right downstairs. Don't
The
we?
fabric?
Yeah.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Yes. Yep.
And then we also got in charts from Not Forgotten
This
Farm.
is part of that fabric right here.
Yeah,
This Denise's
very Americana
what is this thing called?
project bag.
Project bag.
project bag.
I was just gonna say pouch. I couldn't figure out what it was.
And then we got new Not Forgotten Farm charts. I love that one. What's it say
Yes,
on
it
it?
says, "Pardon the weeds, I'm feeding the bees."
She was so excited when she knew we were going
Here,
to start
put that
carrying
one back in
that
there.
one.
carried her
Yeah.
patterns. Yeah.
And then this one I wanted to show because
Oh, it's-
this is a good example of things we can do with
'Cause it's-
cross stitch because it's mounted onto a box. So you can take an old recipe box or something you find in the antique store and really make something fun out of your cross stitch.
So part of the
besides
fun is finding something to put it
Yes.
on.
it really is.
Make it unique. Ooh, I like this
Yeah.
one too.
I think the rest of these are all Teresa Kogut.
Okay. All right, so we'll just pull these out quickly.
We're only showing you some of these. We have a lot. This one is
This
cute
is a-
Americana one.
This is a quickie.
Yeah. Some of these are not too time intensive.
This was mine on 30
Oh,
count.
look at Santa.
Yeah, she has a whole line of those. Those are cute.
And this one's another really great sampler.
Very old fashioned.
I want to do them all.
I do too. That's the problem. And then we need some project bags to go with them.
Well,
Yes.
I've been purchasing
And some
those.
linen.
Thank you, Denise, for letting me buy them.
Yeah.
They're very
Awesome.
cute.
Okay,
So-
any questions at all on any of those items?
Kathy, you're probably gonna have to read that to know like what she's talking about with the iPad stuff.
Have you used an electronic chart on an iPad or tablet? I have not, but you can. There's a product called Pattern Keeper, and some of the designers I know their patterns go straight into Pattern Keeper, and so you don't actually have to. I don't know how you even buy it, but there must be a way.
Download.
I suppose, yeah. And then you put it in and then you can use your iPad or your phone.
So you don't lose your chart. I
Yeah,
wonder if you can
Well,
like,
and then it's
mark
always
up
with
on
you.
it too.
you can.
Yeah.
hmm And you can,
Make it bigger.
enlarge it so that you can just see the little section you're working on. So a lot of people do that. I never have. I'm kind of too old school, I guess. Do you know how that works? I don't, but look into Pattern Keeper, or do you know anybody who uses their
Well,
iPad to?
No,
We'll look at it. We'll figure it out.
Yeah. Well,
I'm all for the electronic way.
Yeah. Gloria, for as old as you are, you're not afraid of technology, are you?
No,
yeah.
no.
And it says, do you buy patterns that way, or can you take a pattern chart and scan it? I don't think you have to scan it. I think it goes in there somehow, just as a download. How much do you stitch a day? Well, as much as I can.
Yeah. As much
As
as the
much
day
as
will
is
allow.
allowable.
Yeah.
That's a loaded question.
You know,
Yeah,
sometimes we
but-
have an appointment. Sometimes we have to work.
Right.
Sometimes,
The last 4 days, it's been like
Heaven.
16 hours a day.
yeah, right.
But then
You
we've
guys
been
are-
at retreat. So
You guys are killing it over there.
Yeah.
There's some bent
They
pins
say
in
if
here.
you just stitch a needleful a day, you'll get a lot done.
A lot of people do that as a challenge for themselves. Like they have a red
Mhm.
sampler going and they stitch one red thread a day on that sampler
Yeah.
and then do the other things. And you get quite a bit accomplished that way.
Because all those little bits of time add up, and all you have to do is commit. And to me, there's nobody in charge of our own time but us. We are in charge. So if everybody says, "Oh, I don't have any time," that's because you didn't make time.
Right.
So
And when I'm stitching a lot, I will load up 3 or 4 needles and have them all ready, so I don't have to stop. I just keep going.
mhm.
You know, like if you're doing a background or something, it's all the same color.
Yeah.
Just keep on trucking.
Cool. Great questions today, everyone. Awesome. All right. So do we have any other things we got to talk about cross stitch?
I
But
think that's
just know that we are working really hard on threads, on fabrics, on charts, bringing them all in. And so you have a fabulous collection here. Either if you can't come to the store, we will keep housing awesome things online. And let us know if you ever want like a kit of something, if you want us to pull your threads for you too as well.
Yeah.
They can do that down there for you.
Yes, they can.
We'd be happy to be your personal shoppers here.
Or if
and
there's
we're
any
going to
charts
do
that you
kits
want.
too, aren't we?
Yeah, we
Yeah.
will do some kits.
Yeah.
Yes, for sure. Once we get the sample done and
Yeah.
stuff like that. Or
That's another thing too. Samples sell everything. They sell quilts, they sell fabric. So we do need some sample people,
makers,
stitchers.
one that will finish it and get it back to us.
Yes,
There are some stipulations.
right. And if you're interested in helping us with that, you can call me at the gathering.
Okay. So do you
920
have that number, Miss Heidi? Isn't Heidi doing a awesome job?
She is.
Yay, hiding.
So, did you just see my arm jiggle?
Well,
You waved at us twice. It was fine.
The number is 920-778
8031.
8130. Oh, there it is.
8031.
8031. You don't know how long it took me to remember that number. And I
It-
still can't
that
remember.
778 throws me.
I want to go 772. That's not it.
Yeah, it's not a prefix known to us here. so I
But
don't know
please
where it
come
came
and
from.
join our cross stitch group if you're here local. It's a lot of fun. It's $25 a day, and you get lunch from Chef Erica. And we just stitch and have a good time. It's
We
great.
do. And if you don't want to do any of the projects that we're doing, you
You
just
don't
bring
have
your
to.
own thing. Some people are working on their deep stash from the 90s, and some people are doing new things, and it's all great.
It doesn't matter. We don't care as
Yeah.
long as you come and hang out. We like the people. And if we have a nice group, we do some door prizes sometimes.
Yeah.
We do some themed parties. Like we had in the Stitch group, we did a Halloween party or a Christmas party. So those are always fun things that we do in our groups too. So
Yeah.
but we have to get these groups big, nice and big. The
They're
small
growing,
ones.
man.
Yeah,
Woo.
they are. But it'd be nice if there was a butt in every chair.
Yeah,
And then
that's
we
a
need
good motto.
then we need to start working on doing a virtual thing too.
Yes. That'll be
Yes.
fun too. Okay. Yes, Miss Jess.
2 questions. Are you going to start designing some cross stitch patterns?
Who knows?
I feel it coming.
I love it.
Second, where'd you get your t-shirt?
Oh, yes. Okay, so here's my plug for the day. I just love Sweetwater from Moda Fabric Designer, and they have some new t-shirts. So I had to buy 3 because I don't have enough quilting t-shirts. So this one is from Carla at Sweetwater. So go order yourself one and tell her I sent you. No, you don't have to tell her. I'd buy them anyways.
They're cute.
They're cute. They're very comfortable. They're the Bellas. So
And pretty soon you can design them
sure.
because you're learning how to do
yes.
your new stuff.
Yes. You're gonna be like, quit it now. Quit showing us another little graphic. But
So are we going to have a Q&A on comments sold?
yes, we are.
Okay.
Yes, we are. All right. You got anything else for us?
I don't.
You
No,
want to do comments sold?
I don't know how.
Get some prizes to give away. Holy harassing you.
Want some prizes real quick?
Yes, let's do the prizes. Okay. All right. I'll let you out, Kathy.
Okay.
Thank you so much for coming today, Kath.
You're welcome.
The master cross stitcher.
Yes. We'll move this over here.
Oh, you want this?
Oh yeah, that's your footstool.
It is now. All right. All right. So let's pick the winners. Let's pick the winners here. This one. Hopefully you're going to get into cross stitch. Tammy Ivester, you are the Floss Drops. Kathy King, you are the cross stitch needles. And Elaine Buttrup, you get Denise's awesome ready-made bag. Isn't that amazing? And just to make sure it doesn't get screwed up, Elaine, I'm putting your name right in it. And I'm sure there'll be a few caramels in there as well as who knows what else Miss Heidi finds. All right, Jess, let's do the comment sold thing.
I can see this better than that.
All right,
Kinda,
yeah.
Sort of. Gloria can help too with the comment sold.
Oh. I will if you need me.
Okay. Anybody have any questions about comments
I'll
sold?
say
I
that.
guess. You know,
What's the matter?
doesn't look like anybody has any questions.
Okay. All right, so
That's
let's just
okay.
talk a little bit about how it works and how it's been going.
Okay.
All right. So until they give us some more questions, but Heidi doesn't have the thing up there yet, so I don't know what they're asking me. All right, there we go.
Do you by chance
Yay.
have the address for them to log in for comment sold?
Well, I can't look for it. If
Okay.
Lisa would like to see the comments. I don't know if we have it or not.
Okay.
Okay. Someone
gonna-
said when I tried to register, I got an alarm message. So if you tried to do it from the blog post that Heidi had posted one day, there was an extra little character in there, so it brought you to a wrong, like a side
a
one.
bad link.
A bad link.
Yeah.
The one in there now is primitivegatherings.commentsold.com. If you go there, you can log in that way. It is secure. We would not send you to a site that was not secure.
Yeah, so we ended up putting our .us in that, so that kind of screwed everything up. So
Yep.
that was our fault.
Is it an auction? It is not an auction site. It's basically QVC for quilters.
Yeah, so everything is priced, and there's and there maybe like sometimes we put something on sale, sometimes we might have one left and we want to just get rid of it, but we don't want to discount it because it's only one left and it's awesome, right? And it's not many left in the world, so it's more valuable.
Yep.
But we promise we won't put $99 on a jelly roll, right?
Promise.
Yeah. So, and the auction is because we put a number up with it, so you can bid on what you want. It goes into your cart, and as long as we have enough product to fulfill that, you get it. So sometimes you might not get them if you're slow to the party, and we've already sold those.
Yes. So, but you would end up going on a wait list. And if somebody who had it in their cart does not pay for it, it goes to the next person in line. So it's always wise for you to comment. And we always have the quantity in there that we have. So.
Yeah, because we actually hold a couple back just in
Yes.
case something happens.
Yep.
Right. So, and then if you miss the live show, talk about that.
If you miss the live show, you can go back at any time. So there are some people that have gone back to the one that we did in March and have ordered as well. As long as we have product, it'll still be up there for you to place that order.
I like a catalog.
Yep. So you can always go back. Also, if you are purchasing something at today's comment sold, you can see once you go to checkout down at the bottom, it'll say shop. and it'll show you everything that we've done in the last 2 comments sold.
So yes, Carol Shalleck, you can go back to that first show and buy some of those items. But do they have to go to the live feed, or can they go right to the shopping cart?
They could go right to their shopping cart.
Okay.
So let's see. Can you place an order after the 3-hour window? So yes, you would go back in and you would basically start your 3-hour window.
Start a
over
new
again.
cart. Yeah. I noticed that the dates for the common sold are on the calendar.
We did just through April.
Yeah. So
I
just for
haven't
the
seen that
first
yet.
month, we're going to try to do Tuesdays and Thursdays.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. And then we'll go from there. Like maybe we don't need to do 2 a week. Maybe we only need to do 1. Maybe we need to do 1 at night sometime. So we're going to we threw that out there for now because I know some of you wanted to know that. So I told Gloria, yep, just put it up there and we'll decide to go from there.
Let them know they can get a printable copy of that schedule by going to the blog. There's a link
Okay.
to get a PDF. To print.
All right. So what Heidi is saying, sorry.
Sorry, she calls me that all the time.
What Heidi is saying is that if you go to the last blog post, it is all about comments sold. And in there, no,
the last blog post is all about the calendar.
oh, about the calendar. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
that's
All right. So there's a calendar there for all of our events for April, and you can see the lives there as well. So you can print that out, and it just went up yesterday.
Mhm.
Yeah. Okay.
There was a couple questions, and I had paper, but I don't know where it went. That you can do local pickup. So if you are in the area and you come into the store, once you go to checkout at the bottom, there will be local pickup or delivery, and you just click local pickup, and it does not charge you shipping on that.
All right. Today's comment sold will be about 15 minutes after we sign off of this live. So we're just going to go in the other room there and get ready, make sure all the cameras are ready, and we will go live 15-20 minutes after we sign off here. So that's a great question. And the schedule, Terry, is on my blog, lisabongean.com. That's where you can find our schedule here for April. The girls did a fantastic job of putting everything on there.
Make sure they keep looking because it revises.
Yeah, and we do revise it every now and then. So maybe, every couple weeks, go there and look at that. Do we need to switch to Facebook? Yes. So when you comment sold is only on Facebook right now and Instagram. So they are looking into going on to YouTube, but you will log into the Stitch with Lisa Bongean group.
Yes.
Yeah, you can do it. You can see it either on the Primitive Gatherings Facebook group or on
Okay.
yours.
So two spots.
Mm-hmm. And if you are not seeing it at a scheduled time, there's that whole algorithm and da 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 da. If you go into like files or media, you'll see photos or videos. You could go directly to videos, and it's right there. You can see all the ones that we've done as well.
Okay. I know there's just so much technology out there. To keep it all straight is crazy. Like I said, I'm learning that new program, and it's like mind blowing how much stuff you got to know. So.
And I know there was a couple questions as to why we don't also offer some of these sales on our regular website at this time. We don't have the capacity to we don't have a POS system. So we don't have an inventory system on our website right now. That does not allow us to then oversell what we have in the shop.
we don't want to sell stuff that we don't have. So right now, this is what we're doing. And we're close on the website. It's moving in the right direction. Things are looking good. The meetings are a lot, but it looks really good. So we're really happy. And tell them what the funnest thing about the new website is videos.
Oh, so you can actually go into a product, and if we have videos, we can upload videos for you. So all the books that Lisa did trunk shows from Martingale, I have uploaded all of those to those books. So you could see that when you go to the book,
Right.
Or when Lisa does a tutorial on triangle paper, we'll upload the triangle paper video to all of our triangle papers. So for those of you who've never done it.
Right. So if you missed what that was, we're talking about our new site.
Mhm.
So when our new site is ready, you're going to be able to watch videos right on our site about the products that you are looking at. So that is awesome, right? The mailing list sounds good. Too good not to miss posts. Yes. We need to switch to Facebook. Yes, mailing.
How
yes.
long will we hold an order? 2 weeks max. We don't have a lot of space to hold orders for months and months.
Well, don't they pay for them right away?
They do,
Okay, so
but
if
they
we're-
do start to build up.
so get your butts here.
But the shipping is exactly the same way it is here. So $7.99 flat rate shipping, under $100. Over $100, it's free shipping.
Okay, so what is she saying? It doesn't let you flip the screen. If you touch the screen, stops the video. If you move down to read the comment, it stops the video. So I don't know what she's talking about. Is that comment sold?
She's saying that Facebook is not live friendly.
Oh,
Oh.
sorry.
We can't help that.
Sorry.
It's the only thing we got to work with, girl. That's what the only platforms they work on.
When will the new site debut? We're hoping the end of April,
I don't want to say it, but you know, because in case it doesn't happen, then you know,
sometime this year.
No, no,
If it
no,
doesn't,
no.
we'll be giving out
No.
Mark's phone number.
Yes.
At the end of April.
Yes. If not, Mark will be here.
To explain.
I'll email Mark at Primitive Gatherings.
He's been living here kind of, so he wants this done too. So I don't. I think it's going to happen.
Do you know, Gloria, how do they confirm their account? Does it go to their email address and then they confirm their account that way?
I'm not sure. I thought they got an email that said they were
Right
confirmed.
to the one that they signed up with.
Yeah.
Yeah. But you have to check your email and look in your spam if it doesn't come right away, because sometimes it'll end up in your spam folder or your junk folder.
Because I've ended up with some of those emails. I don't know why, but they're not me.
Hmm.
Oh,
You know that they're confirmed, so I'm sure
Yeah.
that's the way it goes.
all right.
Okay.
Any other questions real quick before we wrap it up? And then we would go to a comment sold 15, 20 minutes.
How many items do
afterwards.
we have?
I have 28 items today.
All colorful spring lovelies.
Spring
Okay.
thing today.
All right. So if nothing else, congratulations to the winner who won the prizes today. And wasn't the cross stitch fun? Are you excited? I am excited. The shop's going to look amazing once we start getting all those samples in. And if you're interested, let us know. We need great stitchers. Okay.
We'll see you in a bit.
See you at Comments Sold. Bye, everyone.